All right. So
This is cool. Like, you can't
I'm going to start pouring the Barcelos.
price like
Huh. That's actually darker than I was expecting.
so like his people fixing up their houses, but they're sitting in that oh shit, this is bad. And then multifamily, like the big multifamily. She just wants to. So I think it's hard to get contractors because they're busy. And then the market's just fucked.
That's all for the guys. The only one of them called that. That's not that.
Is this wood rot and paint?
The plan is that she'll rent a sprayer. So just get them to do the wood rot.
I applaud you all for soldiering through that.
I sort of made Robbie drink mine. So.
Oh, Rob is your official dump bucket.
Sorry.
Just trying to get me drunk.
Oh, this is so much better.
Oh, is it good?
It smells good.
It's a pretty label. Really white.
It's up your alley.
Yeah. Oh, it's really dark.
Brownish. Like
So Barcelos, mostly made of 70% Jane. I'm not exactly sure how they pronounce JAEN. 25% Alpha Caro, and 5% the only varietal that I know, which is the Tinto Roriz.
Big, dashing, and warm-hearted.
Oh, whoa. That is fragrant.
Fruity minerality cutting through a firm, dense core.
So that
generous and ripe.
It's
It is.
like it reminds me of the French ones, like the Bordeaux, quite a bit.
Pack of a dark fruit character and polished tannins.
Anybody want to try a chorizo with this?
So this is the thing, like you were saying with the old world wines, where you get that mineral and the stone kind of flavors that you come through, right?
Yep. So yeah, you're definitely going to get more of that, like the earth leather, than you will a lot of those like big fruits. But yeah, but again, this was a lot darker than I was expecting. I mean, this is on that garnet, almost to the point of purple, but it's also, it's pretty see-through.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's not insulting my nose. It's actually kind of nice on my nose.
Yeah.
Not gasoline flavor.
It's a step up from the white.
Yeah. No, but yeah, this is.
It is.
It's very earthy. Like
wow.
That's what I.
Don't take it.
Like as soon as I start smelling this, all I can think of is like, walking through a forest and then,
yes, we were just saying like lichen and moss and,
and
mushrooms
then,
and
picking, like ripe blackberries off a bush.
Do you ever pair wines with scotch?
No.
I'm just saying this peaty flavor and like whatever the one that's really, really peaty.
There's a lot of really peaty ones. Or something. Saffron.
Oh, yeah.
Is did you say that that's what you're getting is peat? Like.
Oh yeah, maybe a little bit.
It's just.
But it's definitely earthy and minerally.
Earthy and
yeah.
And.
All right. Well, my interest is very well piqued. So cheers.
It's got a nice mouthfeel too.
Getting an almost fruit taste.
It's definitely lighter than I was expecting.
It's like it's like it wants to be a Burgundy, but it's a Pinot Noir. There isn't as much acid to this. It's just kind of round. Like if I had to describe a mouthfeel for this, it would be a Merlot, where it's kind of more of that velvety, like we're just kind of like caresses your tongue instead of punching you right in the mouth.
That's lovely.
Okay, I really, really like it with this Iberico. Iberico, I don't know.
There's a bit of chalkiness to it.
Sharper cheese.
It's sweet with the black olives.
It's sweet with the
It's
cheese
sweet
too.
by itself.
Yeah.
I enjoy this one. I like it.
Favorite so far? Fan favorite?
Is this just chorizo?
Cookies?
Chorizo, yeah.
Hmm.
I really like it with the
Well, it's definitely too soft to go up against blue cheese. I'll say that right now. Yeah, blue cheese is not a good pairing with it.
Don't do it.
But let's try some. One of the things that's kind of I want to say universal, but definitely with a lot of red wines is Boursin. Have you ever had that, where it's essentially like a processed cheese with some herbs added to it?
Mm-hmm. I love Boursin.
sounds like a challenge.
What's that?
I should be like, no. I know exactly who she is. I can tell you exactly. She didn't read well.
These are really good. That sausage.
The whatever the sausage in the middle, not the chicken. The sausage was really good with this wine.
It's just a smoked, like kielbasa.
It's a nice pairing.
It is a really nice pairing, yes.
Yeah, the chicken's too mild for this wine, but the kielbasa is good.
So this.
Yeah, I can imagine with kielbasa, it also really doesn't work with the Boursin either. Like all of a sudden, you just get like a mouthful of like bad onions.
Ugh. That doesn't sound pleasant at all.
No, it wasn't pleasant.
I think it's interesting. It's like
We can
it's like
work
it's
on a
halfway between
response to that.
like a fruity Pinot Noir and a like the lightness, but then it's
And I
also
wanted to see
has
some
kind
of
of more
that
like
and,
French Rome
uh,
kind of
the
a.
It- What it reminds me of is an aged Beaujolais, where it's that kind of light mouth, and like just good mouthfeel, with a lot of those kind of like red fruits, and earth.
This wine is definitely a win. I think we're there, right?
More confident.
Mhm.
She's,
Yeah.
With the right food. Don't
you
put
know,
it with
the other kids read better.
So I wonder if we can just go to Costco and buy a bunch of this now. I bet not.
No, I mean, as I was looking these up, a lot of these wineries,
Like, it's really
the
poor.
the only thing that ever came up was these particular wines for them, and everyone's saying, hey, I got this from the Costco Advent calendar. So I don't think these things are widely distributed, or these particular wineries are very widely distributed.
I know I've had trouble finding the French and the foreign wines. I think they don't get distributed like to Kansas as well.
Uh-huh.
Is it the same thing you're finding with like a Washington wine? Is still a small ground kind of.
And also, it's her job to know.
I'd say a lot, at least in the US, there's a lot of even the smaller ones you can find, I wouldn't say local, but I mean, yeah, they might not be distributed, nationwide, but I know a lot of places where you go to the wineries in that area, and then if you go to, either the Total Wine that's nearby, or sometimes even the Walgreens, they'll have, cases of wine from each of those wineries that you can kind of buy wholesale from them.